Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Australia, taking on South Africa. I'm your host, Twisty3. And today we're going to be playing through some of the T20s, or at least the first T20, between Australia and South Africa, which is taking place tonight. Australian for the Aussies. I don't even know what time it's on. Hang on, can I Google this real quick? Let's do that. Okay, so this one takes place at 3 a.m. Australian time tomorrow morning. Amazing. But I've got the video and it's out in time. Hopefully. Anyway, South Africa, Australia will be going on. It's a BBL T20 for whatever reason. But it's a new Wanderers Stadium. I downloaded it. Thank you to whoever made this. I'm sure you did a great job. Here are the squads. I'll get out of the way so you can see my squad. This is what I'm predicting the team will be. Team might not actually be that. We've got a hard pitch today. Let's see how it plays out. Damn it. We've lost the toss. I have food in my mouth. And we're going to bowl first. It's not the worst thing. Regardless, I'm excited to get into this one. Australia and South Africa. Should be a very interesting encounter. Should be some good actual T20 games that go on, I reckon. But for those wondering why my videos have been a bit slow this week, started a new gig, new job. I don't know how long it's going to last. Could be a week, could be a month, could be even longer than that. So we'll wait and see. But as for now, we're just going to give it a crack and see where it goes. I'm going to try my best to keep putting videos out. That's pretty much the entirety of my news for the day. That sunfoil thing is... Oh, it's an edge. And it's racing away. I was going to say, that is so bright. The yellow on the ground. Look at it. It's almost reflecting. And I am going to change the scoreboard to runs wickets because that's the international way. I'm going to try and do that as often as possible. This one pulled away by Bavuma. Doesn't quite get to the boundary. Good bit of fielding on the rope there. Keeps it to 2. Now, I don't necessarily trust my reasoning for putting Zampa in this second over. But I'm really hoping it works. In the air, 4, maybe even 6. It's short of boundary, but it's 4 runs. Can't afford to let him have that mid-wicket area. That's where he wants to hit. Oh, that could be a stumping, I reckon. You could just see him just maneuver out of the crease. Oh, that's out. Yeah. 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 And now Faf to the middle. Oh, gee, that is a big slog sweep. Through mid-wicket, Aaron Finch is not going to run it down, and it's 4 runs for Faf to get off the mark. I've done it again. I haven't changed the field. Really difficult. And it's 6. Is it? All the way for 6. Oh, he goes over mid-off. Bavuma for 4. Starting off to Richo. Welcome to the bowling crease, my friend. Big shot to turn this into a really good over. From a South African point of view, there's the second boundary. Oh, that's a great shot from Bavuma. It could be all the way for 6, but it's not. It's just 4. Just 4 runs. Oh, that's a bit better. This could be a great catch, and it is! Faf is gone. Oh, Bavuma's gone. The full toss from Cummins. And Bavuma just... chipping it, I suppose, to square leg. Oh, it was a genuine half volley. Maybe that's why it didn't take off as much as he thought. Richo took the catch. South Africa 35 for 2. Their opener's gone. Bavuma out for 16. Oh, same ball. This time a different result. It's 4. Kane Richardson back on. That's a good ball because it's a dot. If I can keep this over to below... what was it, 9 of the previous over. Oh, come on, Zampa, get this one. Should be able to keep it to 2. If I can keep this to less than 9, and they end up less than 50 at the end of the power play, I think that's a great start. Another edge. This time it's going to race. And it finds the rope. Regardless of how good the delivery is, if runs come, there's an edge again. Leading edge this time. As long as the runs come... that's another leading edge. The Richardson over is finito. Oh, good bowling again. Clausen, for the fact that he's 11 from 6, I reckon he's had 4 or 5 edges in the last 4 or 5 deliveries. I reckon that's where all of his runs have come from. That's another leading edge. He's going to sneak through for 1. Agar bowls the next over, I reckon. That's the leading edge. Again. You can watch this one be a leading edge straight back to the bowler. Oh, it almost was. Honestly though, this man has edged every ball. Another one. Staying with this until he doesn't edge it. When he eventually finds the middle of the bat, you'll see it. Already, I reckon this is now 7 edges in a row. Oh, and finally he's out with an edge. Clausen departs. Little one onto the pad. Straight to the keeper, Carey. Simple as you like. There had to be some kind of record there as to how many edges in a row. I'm going to have an edge counter when you actually see this video. Now Miller is in. He strikes the ball well. On most occasions, there's a man on the rope, but it's over his head. And it's 6 off the first ball. Oh, gee, I'm not sure how smart pitching it up was. Miller's taken it on. Agar in the deep. Underneath it. Should take the catch. And he does. And I think you'll notice the run rate has dipped quite dramatically. Oh, around the legs. I mean, he really did it to himself, but around the legs. Zampa gets the wicket. He's out for 1. South Africa 5 down, in trouble. 69 for 5. Adam Zampa, 2.1 overs, 3 for 12. Got to be the #1 bowler of the day. That's good fielding too. This is just good work, isn't it? I guess surviving, although he's hit this one to Mitchell Starc. I press square. I don't know what this game does. Anyway, Du Plessis survives. Finds the boundary this time. Oh, reverse sweep. That's close. Oh. Did it pitch outside leg stump is my #1 concern here. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we're going upstairs. Yes, it is. Oh, it's going to turn. Oh, I was convinced. I was absolutely convinced. It turned too much. Oh, found the gap. Faf du Plessis. Through the offside for 4. Oh, that's nice. This was this close to hitting the stumps, I reckon, before he hit it. This is a very late shot. In swinging Yorker, please. It's exactly what it is, but it's into the gap. Marsh is down there. Keeps it to 1. I mean 2. Full and slow and middle of the bat over the rope for 6. And a 50 up for Faf du Plessis. Very well played. Oh, this is hit straight to mid-wicket. Matthew Wade takes the catch. Happy days. Didn't even have to do anything. Round the wicket by Richardson. I don't mind this decision here. Could catch him out, but nah, he's found a boundary again for 6 more. Jeez, he's really upped the ante, hasn't he? Look at that, 58 from 41 now. 59 from 42. He has extraordinarily upped this ante. Because they were almost at 6.5 and over, I think. And now he's got it back up to 7.6. So they're on track for 150, 160. And that single was good too. Because it kept Stain on strike. But Stain hits the back fence on the full. And he finds 6 runs. Oh, this one a slower ball. Zampa right on the rope in the deep. And he takes it. Not the big wicket of Faf du Plessis, but it's Dale Stain, who was causing a bit of problems. He hit 15 from 9 deliveries before he departed. 136 for 7. In the air from Faf. Oh, it's going to be close. Zampa again on the rope. And he's got it! And he stays inside. So the big wicket of Faf du Plessis. He was very, very close to the rope, Adam Zampa. We just knew where it was, though. He stayed inside. Cummins to bowl the final over to Rabada. In the air. That's 6. Man in the deep. Not going to get near it. Over his head. Oh, and again. Gee, back-to-back 6s to start the over. And Ngidi has hit it to Mitchell Marsh, who's right on the boundary rope. Taking the catch. He's out first ball. 1 wicket remaining. Oh, that's a good shot. And it's into the gap for 4. 160 up for South Africa. And that's a dot ball to finish things off. So just a quick recap of the South African innings. A couple of little cameo knocks from that lower order. Peklaquayo, Stain and Rabada making 50-something between them. But a big score by Faf du Plessis, 62 from 48. Sort of recovered where the South African innings was. For Australia, Zampa, 4 overs, 3 for 25. The best of the bowlers. Stark, very economical as well. 1 for 25. Cummins, 2 for 38. Richo, 2 for 38. And Ashenagar, 1 for 31. So the spinners, very effective. Mitchell Stark, the best with the ball as a seamer. And everyone getting a wicket. So this is actually the South African worm, not the Australian worm, because Australia is yet to actually face a delivery. But as you can see, that innings sort of is very slow. The first 10 overs, they were only at about 60, 70, and you can really see a couple of spikes towards the end as to where it sort of lifted off. So that's where things sit at this point in the game. Aaron Finch and David Warner, they'll be looking for runs early on. That's a good ball to start. But 8 and over required for Australia, 161. The total for victory. Mid-wicket gap is where I'm looking now. It's almost a wide. Warner pulls hard. And it's only going to be 1. That's a full toss, and Aaron Finch sends it into the stands. The top deck, if you don't mind, for 6. Oh, and now onto the offside. 4 more runs. 12 from the opening over for Australia. Remember, this is a good batting pitch. It was a hard wicket, so it was a little surprising. South Africa only ended up with 160 odd. Pulls it away. It's short. Is it in the gap? It's taken! Warner is out! I went for it. I thought I got a big enough piece of it. It didn't quite make the boundary rope. Edged from Smith. First ball for 4. Wow! What a moment that is. Plays hard. Thick edge in between De Kock and, what's that, 4th slip almost. It's a strange fielding position. Oh, beautiful from Smith. Using the pace, running it down to third man. No one back there. Oh. Oh. Fallen 6. 113 metres. I wonder how big that Finch shot was before. It had to be about 130. Just shows you can't bowl full. This could be out with a direct hit. It is. Aaron Finch is out. Sent back by Smith. Gee, I thought there was one there and then realised the fielder was right onto it. Finch couldn't get back quick enough. Possibly a game-changing run out for South Africa. Australia 30 for 2. So at the moment, Australia going at 10 runs and over. And Gidi's first over, just 2 runs from it. That one over the top of mid-wicket by Wade. Hit very nicely. Will find the boundary. So 2 more power play overs left. I'd love to get to at least that 50 mark by the end of it. I mean, we're reasonably on track to do it. That could be out. It is straight to the fielder. Hits so well. And Wade departs much like Warner did, pulling to the man in the deep. This has Mitchell Marsh getting out for not many written all over it. But I hope I can play him well enough. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was aiming for mid-wicket and he skied it straight to mid-on. Alex Carey hit it. My goodness. Hat-trick ball for Kagiso Rabada after being hit for 10 plus and over. To Steve Smith. Oh, he's almost got it too. All of a sudden, this Rabada over, he's gone for 28. And he's only gone for 1 in this over, which means he was going at 14 per over. Smith gets a single here. End of the 5th over 42. With Australia 4 down. 4. 2 full, 2 straight. That's 5, maybe. It's at least 4. So as I said, once his power plays are out of the way, I will be able to just knock it around. Because of how well we've actually batted throughout the power play. That's another cracking shot from Stephen Smith. Last ball of the power play. Smith can't quite find the gap. He finds the single. 58 runs from the power play for Australia. Oh, that's a no ball. I'm just going to take one. I know I want to take 2, but I'm going to take 1. Steve Smith will be on strike. It's a free hit. It's smart. He's in. He's in form at the moment. Yes, I know when your stamina's low, Rabada, as I can see down here, that it can cause injury. And it also causes no balls. And it also causes Steve Smith to find the gap for 4. Oh, is that a wide? I don't think it was, but it's going to be given as one. And it's going to be 5 runs. Oh, Carey. He's only faced 2 balls. But he found the boundary finally. Gee, big gap behind square. Oh, I played it very late. But I played it well enough to go to the boundary. Let's compare worms at the moment. You can see, look where Australia is. You can see the start they had, and they've just accelerated away at the last couple of overs. Really taken off from where that South African worm is. You can see. And that is the 50 partnership up between these two. I think it's predominantly been the Steve Smith show. There's been a fair few extras as well involved in this one. Already 17 extras with 11 wides. I suppose you can't really count the leg byes. They're kind of runs, I suppose. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely from Alex Carey. Unfortunately, the shot wasn't quite good enough to go all the way to the rope. 6. So, he's telling the crowd to catch it. 120 metres. 50 up for Smith. Off 31 balls. It's come very quickly, actually. If I'm honest, I didn't even realise that would have been a shot to bring up the 50. Find that cover gap with Carey. That'd be great. This time finds mid-wicket. It's into the gap and it's 4. Gee, what a shot. And a no ball. Oh, I've hit it straight down the throat of deep fine leg. Just the single in the end. We've kept this 10 and over rate for such a long period of time. It's been remarkably well batted by everyone. That one in the air and taken. Alex Carey will depart. A good catch. There's Peck Lequeo with the wicket. Clausen with the catch. Alex Carey goes for 21. Australia 121 for 5. Ashton Agar out to the middle. So, still a lot of work to be done from a South African point of view. Australia just requires 6 and over. Well, less than that at this point in time. Oh, this could be out. Doesn't quite go through to the keeper. Smith gets the strike. 13 overs gone. 124 for 5. Oh, shot by Stephen Smith. And it's all the way for 6. Very pressure relieving shot for Steve Smith and for Australia. Well, now they can truly relax. They're looking for 2 here and they... Oh, it's close. I think this is out. There, yeah. Yeah. So now, the overthrow has caused the run out of Smith. And Australia they got a little bit of work to do. Oh, nice. 2, 3, 4. Happy days for Pat Cummins. Now Agar finds the boundary himself. And that might have just broken the camel's back, you feel. So, Ngidi to continue. Cummins on strike. And he's gone over the top of the offside. I reckon that's 6. It is. Just over the rope. Oh, that was probably close. I want to have a look at the ball tracker. Because this was a no ball. Would this have been out? No, over the top. By a long way, yeah. So free hit for Ashton Agar here. Australia, they are not far off. They need 7 or 8 runs for victory. One's in the air. It's in the gap. It's going to be 4 runs from the free hit. Pulls it away, does Agar. It's going to fall. No, it's not going to fall into the gap. It's out. I thought it was just going to drop into the gap. But the wicket falls. Ngidi gets another one. 7 down Australia, but just 4 to win. So Pat Cummins and Mitchell Starc are out there at the moment. Well, Pat Cummins trying to win the game in one shot. So Dale Steyn is now into the attack. He's gone at 11 and a half and over. And he's got the wicket of Mitchell Starc. As they need just, what, 2 to win. Gee, needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat here, Dale Steyn, for South Africa to win. Australia actually 8 down. I thought we were just 7 now. That makes it 8. Ben, it's just 2 runs. It's just 2 runs. Gee, I'm doing a very Melbourne Stars type thing here. Oh, that's the shot. Zampa has at least equalised the game. So Pat Cummins, he just needs a single. There's that long left in the match. He's gonna, no, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna make it a reasonable single. Oh, well, we'll get it here with an overthrow. Anticlimactic finish, but Australia wins the first T20 because, of course, I'm playing as Australia. Do I ever lose? The answer's yes, actually. I've lost plenty of times. People just seem to only remember when I win. Like, he only won because he was playing as him. Did you watch the Stars series? I went like 9 and 6 or 9 and 5 or something, and I lost a couple finals. So that's technically like 11 and 7. That's a pretty even win-loss ratio. Anyway, Australia won by 2 wickets. I'm talking too much smack. Let's bugger off with the highlights. Let's go through the scorecard. Steve Smith was the player of the game for his 64 runs from 44. Really did set up the platform for Australia to win the game, only getting it quite late in the piece. But Adam Zampa, I thought, was the best, obviously the best bowler between the sides. 3 for 25 from 4 overs, a very, very good economy rate. All the South African guys, they were pretty expensive with their bowling. Let's just have a look here. No one going at less than 8 and over, and I think you can see why they ended up using 6 bowlers and why Australia ended up getting home reasonably comfortably in the end. I know they were 8 wickets down, but it was with 3.5 overs to spare. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. I'll see you guys later for game 2. I think it's on Sunday. Have a good one.